I'm in a giddy mood because I did something yesterday that scared the living shit out of me, and I didn't die, which is, obviously because I'm doing this podcast. So, I hadn't flown a helicopter since like October until this month, and I flew for the first time, and I could not believe how fucking rusty I was. How much just shit you forget. You're like, what? Oh, yeah, that's right, Turning base, turning final. I didn't even slow down. I was so busy trying to keep the fucking pad between the compass, and the dashboard there. I can't even remember what the fuck you call it, the control panel, that I forgot I was still doing like 65 knots, and I fucking went right by it. Had to slam on the brakes, right? So, but I flew around, shook off the rust. He's coming around, So I went again yesterday. And I went up with my instructor, and he was like, so what do you want to do? I said, all right, let's do the patterns. Let's fly the traffic pattern. Let's do some autos. That's where they simulate main rotor failure. That's the big fan above your head. Like, what if all of a sudden the engine cuts out, and the nose kicks left? What do? You slam the collective down, you add right pedal, right? Trim airspeed, RPM. Here come the RPMs coming up. You pull the collective up. You catch the fucking things. You pick out your spot. So we were doing those. And at some point, I was just like, all right, fuck this. I have to fly this thing by myself, or solo, as they say in the business, but I'm just a novice. So I said, all right. He goes, well, okay, we did a couple of those. He goes, what do you want to do now? I said, all right, can you just step out and let me just fly this thing around one time by myself just to do it again? And he goes, yeah, absolutely. So he steps out. And up until that point, it had been a great day. Not a lot of traffic over there. Everything's fucking fine. So he gets out, roll it back up, lights are out, RPMs are in the green, gauges are all green, carburetor heats up, I fucking lift up, light on the skids, bring it up, boom. Holding a hover, here we go, cyclic, way forward, less weight in the fucking thing, Fucking palms are sweating, There's always that dot, I can't believe I actually fucking know how to do this thing, right? So, immediately there's a fucking crosswind. So I'm looking at the windsock, I'm like, you fucking cunt, I'm fighting it. Left pedal now, I'm facing the wind, so everything's fine. And next thing you know, like 3 JetBlues are taking off, a Southwest is landing. I made my call, and the guy's like, whatever, fucking 6 Victor Hotel, stand by. And stand by means shut the fuck up. I always forget that, because then I always go, 6 Victor Hotel, standing by. So I'm fucking sitting there. I felt like I was in a hover for 20 minutes. What I really wanted to have happen, it was just like one of those things where it's like, all right, fuck this, I'm feeling this. Roll down, have him step out. I fucking roll back up, lift it off, ask for clearance. He gives it to me, and I just take it for a lap around the airport. That's all I wanted to do. So now I'm fucking sitting in this hover just going, Jesus Christ. Now I'm thinking, what the fuck am I doing? So finally, he called. The guy fucking goes, 6 Victor Hotel, left closed traffic, clear for takeoff. Clear for takeoff, 6 Victor Hotel. And then I fucking, took off, brought it around. And when I was turning crosswind, I'm looking for traffic to join the downwind, make sure I don't have any problems. I was actually thinking last night I did stand-up, dressed as Steven Adler at the goddamn Comedy Jam. I tried out a new fucking bit about blow-up dolls that was killing so hard, I looked over and Josh Adam Myers was fucking dying laughing on the side of the stage. It's so, as much as you make people laugh, when you look over and you see a fellow comedian dying laughing, you're onto something. So then I went back and I got to play Rhinosaur, dressed as Steven Adler, the sound guy. Now, I would have dressed up as Matt Cameron, but he's just, he doesn't have any unique facial hair. He's got that sort of that Luke Skywalker haircut. I just would have looked like me with a stupid wig on, And then I got to play the encore, Paradise City. And I was thinking, I fucking did that. I did stand-up and played drums live last night. And right now, I am flying a helicopter by myself. And I flunked so much shit in high school. Terrible at math. Fucking flunked French, all of that shit. It was a great feeling. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's right. I'm flying a helicopter. So I get to the downwind, ready to go across 3-0. You bring your fucking carburetor heat up so your fucking carburetor doesn't freeze over and the engine doesn't cut out. As you're slowing down, came around, still pulling power, kept my 60 knots as I turned the fucking base into final. Came right in, landed, set the thing down nicely. And then my instructor came back in and he just, plugs his headphones in. He goes, how did that feel? I said, I said it was like riding a bike, except you could kill yourself. And he started laughing. And what I found with instructors is they're all badass guys. Every one of them. Chicks, they're all fucking badasses, But the second you admit that you're actually scared, they always laugh, and then they usually tell you a story of how fucking nervous that they were. But if you're some fucking cocky cunt, you don't want to do that, because then what they're going to do is they're going to chop throttle on you as you're fucking doing some stuff. Yeah, I don't need that. Even though it's good training. I've never had anybody do that to me. But anyway, so I did it, and it made me feel it's fucking amazing, man. It's just like the sickest goddamn feeling. And I swear to God, all I need to do is make like another $40 million, and I think I could actually afford to truly engage in that hobby. In LA, it's just super expensive. I think if you live more in the middle of nowhere, the big fucking thing is like just storing the goddamn whatever you get, the plane or the helicopter. I don't know if anybody knows like a cheap way to do it. I would absolutely, I'd absolutely do it. But until then, I'm just treating it like the way I treat cars. Like I just go on the road, I go to budget, and then that's it. I just, whatever fucking car they give me, I get it. And I got to be honest with you. That's the one thing that bugs me about renting helicopters is every time you fucking go in there, something's a little different. It would just be nice to know your fucking tail number, not have to fucking constantly be looking on the control panel, know where everything is, know how everything works. Every radio seems to be a little bit different. It's just like it's just that extra thing you got to like deal with that I wish I didn't. And I'd love to just buy one of those fucking R22s. They're fun as hell. They're just a little fucking two-seater, right? And you're really flying it. It's like if you had a car that just had drum brakes and no power steering, like you really fucking... now this is just what I've heard from other pilots because I've never flown anything fancy, nothing fancy like, but I really fucking enjoyed it. And, just even doing that, I mean, how long it takes to fly the pattern. I mean, that couldn't have been more than felt like 90 seconds. Maybe it was a little bit longer. I don't know. But, I don't know. It's just fucking definitely left the place yesterday. That's one of those things where you did something great and you're driving away and you got the window down, just driving away going, woo!